Bear with me one moment, everybody. I'm getting ready to send an email out to my people. Bear with me one moment, everybody. I'm getting ready to send an email out to my people. What you doing, boo-boo? Come out of the refrigerator. What is that? What you doing, boo-boo? Come out of the refrigerator. Okay. What is that? You out of the refrigerator. Okay. Justice, come here, boo-boo. Justice, come here, boo-boo. Justice, come here, boo-boo. Okay. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's get on Instagram. All right, all right, all right. Let's get on Instagram. All right. Who's pulling up in front of my house? Oh, I think somebody's moving in next door. Wow. Hold on, y'all. Let me, my daughter's in the kitchen and she needs to stay on the fridge. Come on. We're all done. You want some margarita? You want some bread? Come on. I'm just gonna keep bread here just in case you want it. Want banana? Yeah. What do you want? Huh? You want some margarita? You gotta eat it within your mind, so we don't make a mess. Yes, God family. Sorry, I had to get my daughter settled. I wanted to come on here and have a chitty chat. First of all, happy Saturday. Yes, God. Get off of here too so that chitty chat. It's not distracting. Yes, God family. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. And if you are having a beautiful day, it's important to be grateful for that. And if you're not having a beautiful day, it's important to be grateful for that too. And I want to tell a little story about an experience that I had recently and how worst case scenario really helped me to move through it and still wind up manifesting exactly what I wanted to happen. So hold on, give me just 1 second, Instagram, because I want to have a better angle. I don't want to have to keep looking to different places. One moment, y'all. Un momento. Do this. Tighten this back up. Thank you for your patience. Turn this a little bit. Okay. You are looking gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you so much. You want to be a part too? Okay, we can talk about it. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone for jumping on. I just wanted to talk about, like I said, that's what we're going to do right now. So go watch Miss Rachel.
No.
I don't know if Justice is gonna let me do this. I'm gonna try as hard as I can. So I went on a trip with my little ones last month. And I had been planning this trip for several months. I was really excited about it. Actually, let's keep it a buck. I've been planning this trip for several years. I wanted to take my children to Europe with me. I have two best friends that live there. And I finally manifested it. This year, everything fell into alignment, except when I went to go check their passports 2 weeks before it was time to go, I realized that they had been expired. And I was like, oh my goodness. Like I had, you know how when you realize something like that, you have like this pit feeling of just like anguish and dread and just like, so I had that. And I was really, really upset. And then, of course, I was able to, within about 5 minutes, switch over. Thank you. I was able to switch over and start to go into solution mode, right? Because I think this is the important thing. Like, it's okay to have that little meltdown moment. It's okay to have that reaction of, oh my gosh, what is going on? What am I going to do? This is horrible. Just fear, right? Just fear overtaking it. So I had that moment and then I got to work, right? Figuring out, okay, how can I get an expedited passport? What is the process I need to go through? Okay.
Mom.
I thought she was going to behave while I did this live. So we'll see. Maybe she'll be fine if she's next to me. So anyways, I start the process and I'm going through, I'm doing what I got to do. I'm going to the senator's office. I'm doing this, first of all and foremost, thank you, God, that there was a process to go to. There were things in place that allowed me to, have the possibility of being able to rectify the situation and to be able to get this passport and to still be able to go on this trips, because I'm talking about thousands of dollars had already been spent on accommodations and flights and whatnot. So it's getting closer and closer. Okay, so I see that mommy has to go live when you're with dad. That's what I see now, or big sister. I love these passion fruit LaCroix. Anyway, I'm going to skip over a lot because I know that it's a little bit distracting with little one here, but so this is literally, like I said, 2 weeks before we're set to leave. And I am, so this is the part that I want to share with everybody, right? Because there's always this liminal space. There's always a time period between when we realize something is not going the way we want it to, and then when it either manifests that it doesn't go that way, or that it manifests that it still works out anyways, right? There's a space, there's a gap of time in between there. And what is going on in your mind and your heart in that liminal space is so, so, so important. Because if you are, entertaining the worst case scenario, oh my God, we're not going, oh my God. And here's the big thing. Keep your mouth shut about bad news. Let me say that again. Keep your mouth shut about bad news. Allow yourself to have the reaction, and allow yourself even maybe one time to vent to someone that you trust, like your best friend or your sister or your mom, or someone who has the emotional capacity not to get drowned and get lost in that fear with you. Someone who is going to offer you a solution, is going to say, you know what? No, everything's going to work out. No, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. Yeah, we got to do that. We got to talk to people that are going to say, you know what? No, there's a way that it can work out. After you have that initial conversation, do not talk about it anymore. Don't tell people. Listen, my girlfriends that live in Germany.
No.
I did not.
No more God. God, I got that.
See, like she's saying, don't say that. I didn't tell them, no, I don't know what's going on, the passport. I didn't tell them anything. Okay?
No. Okay.
Justice, I need for you to be quiet right now, okay? Thank you. I didn't tell them anything about what was going on. I didn't tell them about the passport situation. I didn't tell anybody about the passport situation. I only spoke about it and I'm speaking about it after it works out. Okay, so that's the first step. Be silent about it. Because the more that you tell people about the disappointing news that you've discovered or that you've received, the more that people are going to be co-creating that reality with you. Okay, the more, and you got to be really careful who you tell your business to in general, because not everybody is happy for you. Not everybody wants to see you win. Not everybody wants to see you be able to manifest and fulfill the things that they know that you want. Okay, so that's the first thing, is allow yourself to have that reaction of that worst case scenario of, oh my God, we're not going to be able to go on this trip, or oh my God, this is not going to happen, or oh my God, whatever, fill in the blank. But after that initial time of letting yourself go down that rabbit hole, leave it there. Switch your focus over to, how can I make it work? Okay, you know what, even if this doesn't work, what's the plan B? What can happen? So anyways, we get the process going. The passports are on the way. Time is ticking, right? Like it's literally days. The passports have not arrived yet. All right. And now, I'm not saying this is easy. This is takes practice to practice not allowing your mind to pull you into despair, because the mind is designed to protect you, right? So protection would mean, oh, well, you just can't go. So just, and then you'll be fine, because fear, right? So days are counting down. And so now I'm like, so now I know the passport's on its way because I know the process. And in my mind, I'm coming up with, okay, worst case scenario, if I don't get them in time for the flight, we can just push our flight back. So now I'm researching, okay, how much is it going to cost to change the flights, right? So I'm actually actively coming up with a plan B in my mind that's going to allow me to be okay with the worst case scenario, which now has switched from, okay, we're not going to be able to go on this trip, to, okay, now I know there's a process, the passports are coming, but if they don't come in time, so now there's a new worst case scenario. She's giving all the little Sagittarian energy right now, y'all. So that's my new plan B. That's my new worst case scenario that I allow myself to entertain, right? And I allow it one time and I'm done with it. And I'm telling y'all, I promise you, when I did that, I looked up the flights for the delayed departure and all these things, and I felt a sense of calm, right? So the thing about the worst case scenario is that when you can actually entertain it and accept it and come up with another plan based on that worst case scenario, you are now energetically releasing the aversion to something bad happening. Okay. And this is so powerful. All right. So once I released it, when I tell you, I kid you not, 5 minutes later, I check my email and I have an email from the woman I was dealing with over at the senator's office. And she said, hey, I got tracking information that your passports should have arrived today. Go check or let me know to confirm. I go out on the front porch, they're sitting there in an envelope. So I want to just say that no matter what the situation is, you have the power to change it with your mind. All right. Now, I know that people would say, oh, well, it was going to happen anyways. But do we really know that? Do we really know that if I had been stressing about it and I called up everybody and, oh my God, we're not going to be able to go because the passports aren't here, I can't believe it, do we know that it really would have worked out? No, we don't. But what we do know is that what I did was not entertain that. Also in the liminal space, while I was waiting for the passports, I was taking the time to imagine in my mind, me and the children getting on the plane, me and the children getting off the plane, them begging me for food in the airport. Real life scenarios and situations that I know are going to and did happen. Us, coming to our friends in Berlin, us hanging out with them, us sharing food with them. All of the things that I knew would in fact happen, scenes from that reality of it actually happening, I kept myself entertained with those instead of spending my time and mental energy imagining, the disappointment, the tears, the upset, the sadness about, it not actually working itself out. So Justice, do you need to go potty?
I go pa,
Do you need to go potty?
pa.
Okay. So anyways, I'm not gonna stay here too long because we have someone who wants to steal the show. And I'm gonna go ahead and be present with her. Stop doing that. Don't spit on my stuff. That's not nice. Look at me. We need to be kind and we need to respect mommy's things, okay? Okay? Thank you. So anyways, I love you all. Thank you for joining me. This did not go how I planned, but you know what? I'm still going to be grateful and I'm still going to be satisfied with the fact that I showed up and that I was able to share this story. I hope that you got something from it. If you have any questions or you have a personal situation that you're going through right now and you think to yourself, I don't know how to do what you just said, Megan. Like, yeah, that sounds great for you, but for me, I don't know how to apply that to myself. You can go ahead and send me a message and I will help you. I will help you with a reframe and I will help you discover how you can still be okay with whatever your worst case scenario is, because being okay with the worst case scenario allows you not to experience it. And it seems counterintuitive and it seems a little bit delusional, but that's the point. In order to really have a life that you really enjoy and be intentional about creating the experiences that you want, even when loopholes come, even when life happens and unexpected things arise, you have to be very intentional and you have to be delusional. Honestly, you have to ignore the reality that you see in front of you. You have to ignore what's happening. You have to ignore your mind telling you that it's not going to work out. You have to ignore, you really have to get in a zone of delusion of, you know what, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to have. Nothing is going to stop that. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it sounds like. I don't care what they're saying. I don't care how I'm feeling. I don't care what my mind is trying to convince me of. I am going to stay focused on this thing. And that is how you manifest the things that you want for yourself. All right. So I love everybody. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. It's Saturday. I am going to have an amazing weekend. I've already decided it. And literally yesterday, this is something that I do, and I've been doing it for years and I still do it. I write down the day before, what do I want my tomorrow to look like? This is what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to be present with my daughter. We're going to have breakfast. We're going to do our flashcards, which are right here. She's holding me to being present. I had to be present with her, even though I'm trying to come in and talk to my Yes God family. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of work on planning some more content. So, I'm glad this was right on time for you. I'm glad this was helpful. I think that, a lot of times people in this space of manifestation and reality creation talk about, really focusing, like I'm saying, focus on what you want, focus on what you want, focus on what you want. But the thing is that we're still human beings and we still have a natural reaction to things. And it's important to use that natural reaction to your benefit. Use it so that it can allow you to release the resistance that you have to things not working out. And once you release all that anxiety and all that tension, you are such a better conduit and a better channel for all the things you want to be able to come through and manifest beautifully. So we had a beautiful trip. We had an amazing time. I'm so grateful that I allowed my children to experience that at their ages. They're 9 and 10 years old. And it was just me and It was just me and my 9 and 10-year-old. She was here with her dad, which was beautiful because I was able to be present with them because as you can see, and as you may know, a 2.5-year-old requires a lot of attention. What did mommy say about that? That's not nice, Justice. We're gonna be kind and we're not gonna do that, okay?
Right?
Thank you. Can you go get some wipes so mommy can wipe your face? Go get mommy some wipes. Go bring me the wipes, okay? Go bring mommy the wipes. Go on. Go bring mommy the wipes, okay? All right, y'all. I love you. I'm gonna share this live. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Hit me up if you need help with this reframe and I'll talk to you and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Yeah,
Yay, did you go get the wipes?
what?
Go get it. Bring it to mama.